Hey everybody, Ashley here, Buggy Stitcher on YouTube, Schleesem_Buggy Stitcher on Instagram, coming to you guys with another whip update. So this is going to be a pretty long video. I forgot to show you guys 3 whip updates on my last video. So I got those. We got a huge Christmas and birthday haul that finally all came in. My husband surprised me with some patterns for my birthday. I have tons of projects that I worked on over the weekends for my freebie stitches, and then I have regular stitching to show you guys. So I got some new starts, some haul, everything. So this is gonna be really long. So grab a drink, go to the bathroom, come back, and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be intertwining the haul in with the new starts and just normal whip updates because there's so many that I've started of the new haul because things came like basically 2 weeks ago or a week ago. That it was just like right after I did my video and it's just like, well, whatever. So I'm just going to, oh, and I have a finish too. There's a finish. So I'll be showing that finish. I'll start with the finish because it's exciting and I can't forget to show you guys the finish this time. So let's just get started. This was my Merlin and Archimedes from VIP Cross Stitch, and I have finished him. And I've picked out the frame. I haven't actually framed him yet because I still want to get a backing for it. And I still need to go to the cross store to do that. The cross store I went to didn't have like hardly any backing. So this is also the frame you'll be stitching also. Look at that. Isn't he amazing? He's so cute. So I will be putting a silver or blue backing on this silver frame. But I love him. So some of you might know this is actually my very first cross stitch finish for myself. So I've had several cross stitch projects or finishes, but they've all been gifts. This is the first time I've actually, Bubba, a little bit quiet voice, please. Shh, thank you. This is my first time that I actually finished something for myself. So it'll be my first project hung on the wall, and we're super excited. I'm super excited. So there he is. He's amazing, and I love him. And look how close to the pattern he is. Oh no, everything's falling. Let me see. No, stay over there, please. Thank you. Okay, let me see if I can get both on the same frame here. Ooh. Okay. Look how close he is. He's amazing. I love him. Anyway, he turned out super good. Super, super good. Super happy. Again, this was an 11 count pre-stamped kit. And everything washes off beautifully. So there's that. And start dates and finish dates. So I started him December 31st. And I think I finished him January 24th. So less than a month of stitching on that. I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked. But yeah, super excited. He turned out great. And then we'll go ahead and start with the 3 that I forgot to show you guys last update because silly me, I just, ugh. Too much stuff in my brain. Okay, I did get a request to stitch Mini Beloved. So I put about 300 stitches in on him. You probably won't even be able to tell because it's been so long since you guys have seen him, but here he is. I just started filling in his chin. So like I basically did this rectangle worth of stitching. Let's see if I can, there we go. But yeah, there he is. Not too much on him, but I got him out to stitch on him. So again, if you guys request something, I normally get it out and stitch on it. I just happened to forget to show you. I also got a request to stitch on Poison Garden. Again, I forgot to show you guys. So here's where my, let's see. here's where the normal like project is, but I decided I was gonna sneak over here to her hair and start working on her hair. So I did about 200 stitches in this section right here to stitch her hair. So if you open it all up, so completely far away from each other, but I decided I didn't want to keep working on the background, even though I am loving the background with how the flowers are starting to appear and everything. But I needed a break. Well, I've gotten a break from stitching on her, but I mean, I needed a break from background. All my haids are background, so. As you can hear, my son's playing music for you guys. All right, and then the last one I forgot was the warrior girl. So I forgot to bring her out and show. I think I showed it on my whip update or my whip parade, but I didn't show the progress. I didn't show the progress on my regular update, so I figured I'd just show it again just in case. So here she is, face in all of her glory, but I have left her face and started working on the background. So I actually did this right here. I need to move this really fast. This is, ugh. Okay, we'll try that out and see. Anyway, I did some of the background and the fire to try and get some of the stuff. No, lay down, Daisy. Daisy, lay down. I'll try and do a video and then everyone, including the animals, wake up and need my attention. Lay down. Good girl. Anyway, so there we go. Ta-da! Okay, that is all the stuff that I forgot to show. So now we'll get into just updates. It's not really in any particular order. I'll try and stick all the new starts together. But yeah, there's so many projects in front of me right now. I almost feel like I'm doing another whip update or whip parade. It's that bad. But on the weekends, I tend to go crazy and stitch on a little bit of everything, like 200 stitches on this, 100 stitches on this, 200 stitches on this, and that's just what I do on the weekends. So, and that's why my plans work out for me. Actually, no. Here's what we're gonna do. 2022. I said I was going to do another video for this, but let's just do it right here because why not? This is going to be a huge video anyway. So my 2022 plans are no new purchases after my birthday. My birthday was January 8th, so I will not have any purchases until July 1st. I might extend that, but we're just going to do July 1st and see what happens for right now. So, you okay? Yeah. Okay. So no new purchases. And then I have a set main whip group that is subject to change at any point in time. I can change it whenever I feel like it, but I have a set 12, 13, no more than 13 patterns that I want to focus on, and those are my focus pieces. I am only allowed to stitch on my focus pieces during the week. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are freebie days. Most of the time I end up working on my focus pieces anyway, but a lot of times I'll stitch on those and then I'll switch to whatever I feel like stitching on. So weekends are freebie days. I could stitch on as many or whatever I feel like. So that's what I normally stitch on special stitching requests or just whatever I'm in the mood for. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video and let my hound out. Hold on. Okay. So I started doing the video and she's like, I need to go pee now. I was like, why? Hold it. Anyway, so what I'll do is while I'm going through these projects, I will let you know what has made it into the main whip stash, and we'll just do that. It'll be the easiest, I think. Instead of doing another short video, we'll just make this one huge. So, ooh, good throw. So I decided to get out the golden dragon, and again, it's all still just background, but that's okay with me on this one because I'm stitching in a specific way. So this was the pattern that I was stitching for the Fit to Stitch 2021 challenge that Ink Stitch started. However, I kind of dropped the ball on the working out and trying to lose weight. I'm back on trying to lose weight, but I just want to stitch this whenever I feel like it. I don't really want to do a challenge, but she is doing that, and I think she is still doing it. Papa, shh, shh, shh. In case anyone wants to join, you can look at my previous videos or look at her channel for the information. Let's not knock, please. Mommy's doing a video. Shh, 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 shh. Good job. Thank you. Anyway, so I just stitched a little bit more down here, and then I just stitched all of this. This is a different color. I don't think you can see it, but it is like a blue and starting to blue, green, and a tiny bit of black. So nothing crazy, but I got some done. Here, do you want to get that started?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me get started. Sorry, I'll pause. Okay, anyway. I started it for you, okay? You get what you get and you don't throw a fit, okay? There you go. Okay. Anyway, so I did this, and it's kind of nice to work on her. Hopefully eventually I'll get to her and the dragon, maybe, but it's fine. It was nice to kind of stitch on something that wasn't like crazy confetti heavy or anything. So there's that one. I'm just going to start building a pile because, like I said, I have a chair in front of me piled with stuff. Projects everywhere. All right, next up we got the fairy. So I actually just moved the frame, but I got a lot of stitching done on her, so I will take the frame out really fast to show you the progress. This is my tree fairy that I'm stitching for my mom. I'm hoping to have it as close to done as possible by the end of February. It's still possible, but it might not happen. We'll see. I'm still gonna try, but I'm not like freaking out about it or anything. Okay, here we go. So last time I spoke to you guys, I just moved to this spot, or I was just about to move. So I basically did all of this right here. So part of her dress, and I'm right at the tip of her wing. Right here is the tip of her wing. And then some more background. There she is in all of her glory. I just absolutely love how this is turning out. I mean, just look at the detail in the background. This is like a big log she's sitting on that comes and wraps around. She's sitting on it, and it's so cool to see the detail come through, especially on like a 11 count stamp kit. It's just amazing. But I've officially moved to right here. I'm gonna start stitching her her body now. So I think this is pretty much the last of her body too, but I'm only stitching to this point, like 3 rows all the way across. So all right, I'll just put her back in the frame later. Moving on, otherwise this video is going to take forever. Put the needle minder back on. And toss her over here. Okay. Next up, we have a stitching shelf. So again, this last time I spoke, I had trailed all the way down to the bottom of the pattern. So now I'm working on the winter setting, and I've gotten a fair bit done actually since showing you guys that. Right? Yeah, there she is. So this is the winter scene. Again, what I do with this one is I start about 12 to 20 threads. I stitch basically 3 stitches and then park it, and then I do that for as many colors as I basically feel like. It ends up being anywhere from 15 to 20. And then that way, the next stitching session, I don't have to get out any of my colors. I can just stitch on it as much as I want. And that really helps with getting progress. But yeah, it's looking good so far. So this is like the winter tree, and this is like a little light of some sort. But not too bad. Here we go. All right, next up we have Eevee Evolution. I'm stitching this one kind of on the weekend. My daughter's got so many projects. She's a slave driver, man. She's got me working on everything. So I've been making sure to put some stitches in on this during the week. Oh, and a stitching shelf and the tree fairy, excuse me, have made it into the main whip stash. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. So the tree fairy and a stitching shelf have made it into the main whip stash. This has not, but I'm definitely stitching it on the weekend. So this is Mini Evolution. This is the one where I started in the middle, so that way I wouldn't have to stitch the background. But we got her ear almost completely done, and I'm working on her bangs right now. So this is a Heaven Earth design, stitched on 18 count, Ada, 3/110. All right, another main whip stash is the Castle, Washstein Castle. Every time I show this, I'm like getting closer and closer to that page finish, but I'm still not quite there yet. So here she is. So I stitched a ton up here, and then I started just bringing all this over here. So, I mean, eventually, this is the page finish right here. Eventually, I'll fill it in and get a page finish, but, you know, until then, I guess not. It's not destined to be. Yeah, it's not destined to be. Good job. All right, there she is. Okay. Next main whip stash is from VIP Cross Stitch. It's the owls. This one that I just introduced on my last video. This is stitched for my daughter. And gotten a fair bit done considering I just did the video like 4 or 5 days ago. There we go. So my daughter called this owl the Mermaid Owl. I'll show you. She's right here. She's got like a mermaid tail, kind of feathers. So that's what I'm working on, is just like filling her in. That's what she wanted to see first. But I did work a little bit more on the owl that we started with. She's right here. Yeah, not too much done on her, but still a good amount of progress considering the time frame. And again, she's in my main whip stash. Oops. Forgot to add the paper. I'll try and... All right. Technical difficulties. I stopped recording for some reason, and it's like on a stand. I'm not even touching it. So let me get you all focused here again. Okay, anyway. Next project is my Lord of the Rings. He will also be in my main whip stash. I'm stitching this for my husband. And not too much done. But not too bad. I'm basically stitching, this is like Gandalf, I think. He looks like absolutely nothing right now. I'm curious to see like how the individual characters like appear, because they're not too like focused or pronounced in the actual pattern. They're more just like silhouettes, but we'll see. No, not that one. Go down there and grab your water bottle, Junebug. No, not that one, because Mommy has to help you. So get your water bottle. Well, is there still juice in your water bottle on the table? Go see. Okay, there's that one. Next up is also part of my main whip stash. We got the cottage, and part of me wants to show you guys out of the frame, but part of me doesn't because it's in a good spot. So I'm just gonna try and do this. So here is. There's no more. Oh, well then grab it. So here's the cottage. I finished all up here on the sky, and I'm just now working down here on the cottage, strictly the cottage basically. So I'm filling in all this, and I'm stitching up to this line. Yeah, up to this line all the way down, and then I'll move over and start from the top and work my way down again. So yeah, I'm getting close to being able to move again. It's almost gone though, but there you go. And I actually have this piece of there's no more juice, so you'll need to drink some water in your other water bottle, okay? Just right there. Is there water in there? After we drink a good amount of water, we can have some juice. I had to put this in here on my hoop because this hoop for some reason has some rough plastic basically that didn't get filed down when they made this hoop, and I realized it was starting to like mess with my project. So anyway, I put this here. So good job. Take everything off. There, so there's the trees, and the cottage is looking awesome. I'm super excited about how it's turning out. And this will be a finish this year. So and trying to keep things somewhat organized because of all the mountains of stuff that I have everywhere right now. All right, next up we have Mini Moon Charmer. This is also made the cut for Main Whip Stash. This is by far one of my favorites. I've stared at this thing forever before purchasing it. I've watched Alma Stitch It. What, Bubba? Did you go pee or poo? Oh. Okay, he's still going potty, and we had a little bit of a disaster. Pee everywhere. But we are back for just 2 seconds before I have to go help him finish. So, Mini Moon Charmer. Here we go. My one and only HAID or full coverage project that I am stitching, well, counted full coverage project that I'm stitching full cross. 18 count Ada. No, it's 16. This one's 16 count Ada. And this one's turning out super good. I love it. One of my favorites. All right, next up, also made the list, is Paladin. What, Jim? Uh-oh, well, be careful. Okay, we'll get through this video. It's gonna be a long one too. Okay, so here's Paladin. I'm stitching this one with my mom. So I basically have just been filling in the background. I finally finished the 3 right here. So the next stitching session, I'll be coming over here because I gotta fill in the 3 over here to finish like the whole line. So there she is. And it's been a while since I've brought her out, but this is what she looks like. Okay. Okay. We're all done. I don't even know where I was now. Okay, I think we're on to the next one. All right, next up is Pomegranate Girl. Just introduced her a couple videos ago. So not too much stitching on her, but I just started filling in her face and wanted to see an eye. So this eye is complete, all but 2 stitches, I think. Yeah, just a couple stitches in there. And I started working on her headdress. And then, of course, we got some hanging threads on her other eye. So not too much. And it's so hard to see progress on stamp kits. So here's my back. So you can see. Because there's not a ton done on her. There she is. All right, now we're going to start getting into new haul, new starts, all that fun jazz. So first one to come in, I ordered this one Thanksgiving, but it took a really long time to get here for some reason. But this is Joy Sunday's Harry Potter Castle. I saw Woolly Knight, I think is her name, stitch this. Woolly Nights. I'll put her channel name up here or I'll link her in the description box down below. She is almost completely done with this, if not finished. I can't remember. I know she just needed to do the back stitching. And what she did is instead of leaving a white sky, she stitched the sky. She filled it in, and I'm going to do the same. I don't know what color she used, but I'm just going to use my own color to stitch. It's going to be like a purplish, bluish sky. Almost like a dusk kind of feel to it. But there's the pattern. And not too much done on it. This is 11 count. And I just stitched right here and the lights, and I'm starting to fill in the lights and some of the blue castle down here. So I'll show you the back because again, I haven't stitched very much. So it's hard to see. So I really do love this pattern. And let me tell you, maybe you all might be able to help me a little bit. So Joy Sunday. This is my very first Joy Sunday pattern. And one thing I've noticed, and the difference between a Joy Sunday and like my AliExpress or VIP cross stitch or New Craft Day or any other kit that I've gotten basically, is on Joy Sunday, the key right here matches what's on the pattern. The key that's on here matches what's on this pattern, but this does not match the printing on the paper or on the fabric. So for example, this color right here, okay, that is a symbol. That symbol you can find over here, and it will tell you what color and what number on the floss card. But if you go to look up this symbol or what this symbol is on the pattern key, there is no, that symbol isn't anywhere on here because the pattern shows what the actual picture looks like. So it's almost like a completely different pattern. See? So that symbol on this key is actually BB, or just B. So it's really hard for me to try and wrap my brain around that, in that I'm so used to just looking at the key on the paper rather than on the canvas, because the canvas, most of the time I have this in a frame and all this is like, you know, hidden. So in order to be able to see the key and what color I'm supposed to be stitching, I have to try and unroll it or try and do research to try and figure out what color I'm doing instead of just looking at the key, the paper pattern. Hopefully I'm making sense. Anyway, if anyone has any suggestions on how to basically, any tips or tricks on how they read everything easier on a Joy Sunday, that would be awesome. Because yeah, it's definitely a little bit harder for me to wrap my brain around this one. Yeah, it's just a little bit harder. But I love it. It's, yeah, I was watching Woolly Nights stitch this. I don't know why my video keeps cutting off. It keeps saying like maximum recording time. It's like, I was only recording for 5 minutes. What's happening? Anyway, so yeah, there's that. Okay, next up. I purchased these the same time as I purchased that castle, more Harry Potter things, in November. And this was a custom design that I had created. So this is my stag. You know, yeah, I think I talked about this a little bit on the Whip Parade, but just in case you guys didn't, I guess I'll fully introduce it. It's my Harry Potter stag. 11 count. I think it's 40 by 60, so it's pretty large. Let's see, do I have it in the right orientation? Yeah, so here it is. Very big. And the only stitching that I have done is this green right here. All that green. So I only have that much. And it looks a mess just because I need to clip my ends, but I'm a messy stitcher anyway. So Let's be honest. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. This one also came with the silhouette of Severus Snape. So I ordered the two, had them both custom made. This one though is 40 by 60 as well, but this one is 14 count, so it's significantly bigger than the other one. This one I barely started, only because I was going to stitch this one and then I changed my mind and decided I was going to stitch the other one first. But this is 14 count, so this one is even bigger. By bigger, more stitches. Same size canvas, but more stitches. And all I've done is just like those few stitches right there. So not very much at all. But I'm just showing you guys because this is new haul. All right, next up, what do we have coming next? Next we had all of my, next we had my Christmas purchases. This was also a custom made. This is 50 by 50. And I had some Pokemon made. So I'm stitching this for my son. It's Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. And I couldn't find a good picture that I liked of Pikachu to add him in here. But I am a huge fan of Bulbasaur. So I made him big and the other two small. And some of you guys have seen this on my Instagram. Because look at those eyes. Aren't they amazing? Oh, it's turning out so good. So, yeah, I'm just stitching in his nose now and I'm just going to work up towards his head. So, but he looks so good. Look at the sparkle in the eye and everything. It's just awesome. He's singing for everybody. Yay! Good job. That was awesome, bub. Alright, next up is also a custom. This one's big though. This is a 50 by 70. So she's big. She's my witch. Oh, I'm sorry. Bulbasaur and Pomegranate Girl are also in my main web stashes. The castle is not in my main web stash. The stag is, gosh, I'm really struggling here to do everything I need to do for this video. So she's my witch. And she's a big one. She's like half the size of my body. So at first, this is for my daughter. It's for me, but she wants me to stitch it for her. At first, she wanted me to start working on her skirt, and I was like, that's so boring, I can't. So I switched over, and we're starting to stitch this little fairy above her head. So I've hardly gotten any stitches, maybe like 20, maybe. So not very much at all, but she's a big one. And then she'll be really fun to stitch. What? Oh, yeah, be careful. Oh, yeah, I already showed your Pokemon, you silly. Okay. I'm not starting this one yet. This one is my next fairy. So this will be started after I finish my mom's tree fairy. And here she is. She's like shooting a water arrow into the water. She's amazing. Also very large. This is a 60. It was supposed to be a 50 by 70, but now that I'm looking at it, yeah, it's 50 by 70. Whew. So there she is, but I haven't started her. This is just part of the haul. And she won't be started until, again, I finish my mom's tree fairy. Okay, then came my surprise birthday haul from my husband. So he picked me out all of these patterns. They were not on any sort of wish list or anything. He just picked them out, which was kind of awesome. So we got this Seaside, which just happened to be on one of my wish lists for AliExpress. So that was kind of cool. But he got all of these patterns from VIP Cross Stitch. So there's that. All 14. Alright, so then this one. This is lovely. Definitely one of my favorites. There's that. And then we got, oh, I'm going to have to take this one out of the bag because there's stickers in the way. This one. So Seaside Village. Again, if anyone has any sort of tips or tricks on Joy Sundays and how to get past the, you know, getting through the different keys, let me know. And then we have this one, which I'll stitch for Christmas. Christmas Owl. So cute. And then, oh, okay, can you show me in just a minute? I'm almost done. Stay over there, please. Hi. Next one is this one. I'm calling this one my Deer Chapel, but it's Winter Night Scenes 2. And I've started this one. This one's made my main width stash. And as soon as I finish this one, I'll start another Joy Sunday as well. There we go. I started stitching right all up here. Just the blue. So nothing major. And this one is really small, actually. It's only 21 by 30 centimeters. And that's not counting the margin. So it's actually pretty small. Okay, I don't know why I'm having problems with my camera. It's only recording like a minute at a time. Oh, it's gonna be a long video. Anyway, so there's that. And then, so he surprised me with all of those, which was awesome. So I have the Winter Chapel in my main web stash, and then all the other ones will be saved, and I'll just kind of keep rotating them out as I finish them. So next thing is I ordered 2 more for my birthday. I said I wasn't going to start my no new purchases. Hey, Papa. I wasn't going to start my no new purchases until after my birthday. So I ordered 2 for my birthday, and then now I'm not getting anything, and everything has made it in now. So I decided I wanted to try some more silk to see if I can kind of get the hang of it. So I ordered another watercolor girl. And just look at the shiny silk colors. Isn't that amazing? It's like all pastel colors. It's amazing. So I'm not going to be starting her until I finish another watercolor girl though. So I got to finish Pomegranate Girl, or, you know, one of them. And then last one is also not making my main web stash, but I purchased an Ocean. And this is also in silks. So the Ocean waves should be super shiny. I'm super excited. And I did start... Papa. I started about 100 stitches on this one just to see how the silk was working up. And it's very beautiful. I absolutely love it. Again, not main whip stash or anything, but I just had to throw a couple stitches of silk in. And so, yeah, I'll just be working on this on the weekend, I think, sometimes. What I did notice with the silk, though, I figured out like a new little tip. So the silk has a really hard time holding tension. The stitches tend to kind of be kind of loose. So what I do is when I pull the needle up to the front, I hold it. So whatever hand, I normally hold my frame like this. So I'll use my thumb and I'll hold the thread when I pull it out to the front. And then when I pull it out to the back, I use my finger and hold the thread to just keep the tension and the thread really tight on it. And then it allowed the stitches to hold flat. But that, everybody, I believe is all. This is such a long video. All of my whip updates, my progress, my new haul, my new starts, my 2022 plans, everything all in one. We finally made it to the end of this video. If you stuck it to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. I appreciate anyone just clicking and watching the video. Thanks for joining me. If you're new, then welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And I hope you all have just a great stitching week/weekend. It's almost the weekend. I got today and then I get a freebie weekend. So I hope you all have a fabulous day. Take care. Bye.